Hello everyone. Today we were talking about our new asset management system, what it's going to do for our business and what it's going to change. Hey everyone, I'm Jacob Godar and I am the owner of Scooters Lawn Care. My channel helps contractors deliver and clients experience a luxurious everyday life through property transformations. And as you can see, I got a lot of stuff behind me. It's not even an I thing, it's we. We've got so much stuff, we've got so much material stocked, we've got so many different things. I did a shop tour not too long ago and kind of going over this. And today we're talking about our new asset management program. So if you got like a bunch of equipment and you have a hard time maintaining all of it, making sure it's all kept up and taken care of, this is the video for you. So make sure you hit that like button, you hit subscribe, leave a comment letting me know you subscribed so I can thank each and every one of you. And let's get into it. First, asset management program. We have so much stuff, and I just realized with our company growing at the rate it is, like some of the unorganization when we're just going a million miles an hour serving all of our clients and keeping our guys working, and some of the maintenance, luckily that's what I love about CAT. Like they know from their office when this machine needs maintained, and they call and they come out and do it. So any CAT equipment doesn't need, it's easy to keep it maintained, but the small stuff, it's a challenge. There's so much stuff out running, all these mowers, it can be a challenge. I don't even know how many mowers we've got at this point after the lawn care buyout. So the asset management program is going to allow us to put all of our different pieces in. It'll allow us to keep a much better record. We always just had Excel sheets, and if you can see, there's old barcodes, there's QR codes on the machine from a style we used to do before. And because we still track like greasing, tightening tracks and things like that. But basically our new program is going to allow us to QR code everything. It's all going to be in a cloud-based system. Our team members are going to check all of their material into their truck. So here's our foreman, our main landscape crews truck. Any equipment on that truck is going to be checked in via the system. So now, if anyone needs to know where that piece of equipment or that tool is, they'll just log into their phone and they'll look it up and see who it's assigned to. So this is going to be the same for mow crews. It's going to be the same for everything, and it's a huge game changer for us. This is just knowing where it's at, let alone maintenance. So that was the letting you know where it's at. Back to what I was originally asking, which was, do you have a lot of stuff and you have a hard time taking care of it? Also, our crew leaders are going to be clocking their hours and their miles on equipment. We haven't decided how it's going to be. We're really just getting all the information inputted. But our crew leaders are probably going to be registering everything on their crew weekly so we can see the hours and we can visually view all of that from the system. And automatic reminders, if this mower needs an oil change every 50 or 100 hours, once it gets close to its hours, it's automatically going to send an email to our mechanic that it needs done. So now everything is going to be input for on the hour intervals it needs changed, the different things we need to do. But it's just like when I preach about service autopilot, there is a lot, and it's only as good as you make it. So you got to get all the information put in. You've got to get it to where it's working the best for you. But so we'll know who has the equipment. We'll know when it needs maintained, and someone will automatically be notified. And then another piece of this, the stuff you see sitting around, the material. So our leftover material, our stocked material, our different things. I had a comment about how our stuff is so unorganized in my shop tour video, even though I kind of mentioned, we've been working like crazy. We're just now in the cleanup and organize phase of our season, as our mini, from having a busy time. And even though that was mentioned, it was still knocked on how dirty and unorganized it is. So, but that's what we're doing right now. We're getting organized. And that comment also made light of how much material we have and something about, I don't know. It was a weird comment, but I'll put that up on top of this. But anyway, now we're going to know what stocked items we have and how much stock there is. So I'll take you over to this part of the shop. It's going to be kind of bright. I'm going to look goofy for a second. But so in back we have bigger material stocked, like extra retaining wall block and things. But right here we have small stuff stocked. All of our edging stone, all of our paver. Ooh, sorry, I got some plastic in your way there. All of our paver edging stone over here, all this different stuff, it's stocked. And so all of this stuff, all of our material in our bins, there will be a code for all of that to scan that little QR code on an iPhone, or most phones you just have to bring up your camera and it'll bring it up. And now we just bring up our app and it'll find the item inside of the app. And now, just like it's tracking our assets, it's actually going to be able to track on stock stuff. So Jess will no longer have to be like, well, how many half stones do we have left? The number will be there because now we've got a little bit of an inventory system. And if they take, we can set it to where, oh, there's only one layer left, someone gets a notification. So there will be a notification that it needs to be emailed without even having to go out there. So if we're out of mulch, you don't even have to go look at it. Or you know how many yards we get left. We started with 80 and we've used this many. We don't have to go look. We can just call, get another semi-load of mulch. You can call, order more pallets of material, and we can be more efficient. And so my idea is, because I'm always excited about things, and I'm really excited about things that are huge game changers. That's the projects I want to be involved in. Like, that's what I want to do, things that are going to change the business. So you take this and you marry it to things like a little idea of, you see some unorganization here that needs to be taken care of. Well, like tools getting put back in the right spot. I'm hoping we can add a picture of where it goes once it's organized, so anyone can look at that and view it when they're reassigning it back to the shop. And obviously I'm talking about all this assigning. A system's only as good as how well a system gets used, but it's going to be enforced. I mean, it's going to be heavily enforced that this is how we operate, because our plans are always based off of how do we do all of this and how do we stay organized, not with just growing some. How do we do it with 1,000 more employees? Does what we do now work that way? Or does what we do now work with 1,000, or are we gonna have to change? So, final part of this, we're gonna marry this to GPS on every vehicle. And here's the real kicker. So we have 12 crews, 10 or 12 crews out running all the time this year. We're gonna have at least 14 out running next year. And now, the beautiful thing, when you tie that together with a dispatch board and some other stuff on Service Autopilot, we'll be able to see where a truck's at, and if they need more work and they're almost completed with their list, we'll be able to see the tools they have, hedge trimmer, weed eater, whatever it is, but it's all gonna be assigned to the crews, and we'll be able to send them to a job without even asking them if they've got the stuff, because we're gonna know. And it's really exciting. It's gonna take a lot of the headaches out of the business that we've had and make things a lot better. So that's the big game changer, the asset management program we're working on now. If you got questions, leave them in the comments below. If you got ideas, leave them in the comments below on how you track it and how you keep it going. And these little things I wish I knew about a long time ago, because just like Service Autopilot or a CRM in general, I started it really early, and I always advise other people to start it really early because it's easier to start when you're starting out. Same like the asset management program. It's not really that expensive. If I would have known about that earlier, it would be so hard to get all this stuff put in. I would have been 10 steps ahead by now. So everyone, hope you liked the video. Take it easy.